Welcome to the Left Hand Backhand Podcast, episode 37. Happy
Twenty.
December, everybody. Jeff, how we doing, baby?
Ooh, doing great. Watching some sports and BYU basketball was playing.
Although you seemed to be pretty heated earlier.
About
Heisman.
oh the Heisman.
Yeah.
Heisman.
Hi.
Michael Scott. Heisman. I am very heated. I hate the voters, and I hate that the coaches are the only ones who know what they're talking about, and that the media makes everything look overdone. Hate it.
Yeah.
Coaches
So,
all voted Genty to be the Heisman in their books, and the media. I mean, this is what I hate. They
wait,
made a
really?
sports center. Yeah, the coaches' vote was
Hmm.
leaning toward Genty, and they made a sports center, like ESPN, like highlight of Travis Hunter. They've already had it made before they started the draft, like the Heisman ceremony, and showed it live on TV, like a whole like 6 minute thing about his life and everything. Nothing about GNT, nothing about anyone else. Like, that's a little suspicious that
Well, I
his
mean,
was the only one. They didn't have.
they know the results before the
But why would? But they
ceremony.
didn't show. They didn't like. If they did know, then why would they do that? That makes it just seem trashy.
Hmm.
Anyway, very annoyed by the way that they did that. Their voting
Yeah.
schemes, and a season like that is
So
wasted.
for
I hate
context,
it.
uh
Hate it.
Travis Hunter, wide receiver and cornerback for Colorado. I'm not going to say their mascot. Just won the
The
Heisman
Buffaloes.
over Ashton Genty, running back for my alum,
Your alma mater.
my alma mater,
Your
Boise
alma
State.
Nephi Lehigh. That's really sad. It's really sad. I feel so bad for him and his
Well,
family because
first and
there's
second books of Nephi, Jacobean, Jeremiah,
Jerem,
words of
Omni,
Mormon,
Words of
and
Mormon,
Mosiah.
and Mosiah in the book. Alma Helaman, 34 Nephi things. Wow, that was really good.
I don't know why that just
We just
tickled
know
me.
that we just know that song really well
We
deep
do.
down.
So yeah.
It's so
Anyways,
unfortunate. I just feel cheated because I saw him play saw and like Travis Hunter had some stuff, but like it feels like Shohei Ohtani minus like 5 points. Like Shohei did the crazy stuff with the best level of baseball in the whole world. Travis Hunter did it at the college level, and he didn't even do it the best on either side of the ball.
I think the impact for doing it on both sides just like had enough pull.
Sure,
And
sure,
also they wanted to see a defensive player like have some sort of reign
of
towards
course.
it, you know?
I'm fine with that. I just hate that he wasn't really in the top for either. Like he was in the top 50% for both, and obviously wide receiver stats. He had some lots of targets for Colorado, but Genty was literally their offense. If Genty was in Colorado, they'd be playing in the college football playoff right now with him as the running back. They would guaranteed be in the top 10 of the country. If Travis Hunter was on Boise State, they wouldn't even have been close.
True.
They wouldn't
No,
even
it's
been
factual.
close. There's
I mean,
no way.
yeah.
So I don't where the value and how incredibly talented they were. Like there's yards after contact for Genty is out of this world.
I
Like
do wish
Derrick
that they
Henry
would
on
do their
steroids
voting
for them.
after the playoffs to see if actually a team with a legitimate defense can game plan against him, but we'll see.
Yeah, I anyway. Very not happy about that. I was very disappointed. I would have put money on Genty to win. So I would have
I
lost
knew
money.
Hunter was going to win just because of the analytics of it, but yeah.
Well, he'll be down here next week or on Saturday actually next week playing in the Alamo Bowl against BYU.
Ah, remember the Alamo.
Colorado. Remember the Alamo. And unfortunately, I will be flying home from Utah during that game, so I will not be able to go.
Darn.
Very
Well,
disappointed. So anyway,
Merry
that's how our
Christmas.
week's been.
Happy holidays. Welcome
Merry
to
Chrysler.
December, mid-December. Muy Decembre.
Would
Um, my question of the pod, Jeff, this week is a bit out there, so bear with me, entertain me, please.
okay.
When an animal dies, do you think their family mourns them?
What animal? What kind of animal? Are we in? What kind of
Any,
realm are we in?
any animal.
Most no. I do think that I do think a lot of mammals, like gorillas, do mourn family members. Some of them even have
What
like
about like a
rituals they
dolphin?
do. 100% dolphins.
So would you say the
Yes.
more
Dolphins are
intelligent
social.
and the intelligent and
Yes.
social animals would mourn their
Sure, but
family's
even
losses?
yeah, even ants do it though. Ants when they die, even though there's
That's what I'm
billions of them, like
saying.
felony, ants will take the dead one and they will like move it to a separate location away from them, like, and they have like an area for their dead that they put so that they're not like
So
just
they can eat
chilling
them
like
later.
laying there dead. No, they're not cannibals.
Oh, well, they're
Uh,
ants. But
well,
anyways, I had that random thought. I was like, I wonder if like
it's a really weird
I saw
question, honestly.
roadkill
I
is
am
what it was. I saw roadkill and I thought, I wonder,
sparks the
because I didn't even know
Q-tip.
I didn't even know what animal it was. Truthfully, it was so fast. But the random
That's so
intrusive
you were like,
thought that popped into
oh,
my head was, I wonder if their family misses them. Like,
which animal was it that was there? Was it a raccoon or what?
I don't remember. It was so
It
fast.
was too messed up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean I've seen a bunch of roadkill after that on road trips, so I don't remember what it was. But dude, oh, speaking of which, when I was driving home from Idaho back to Colorado for Thanksgiving, I saw a wolf.
A wolf?
A wolf. No,
A
I
real
was
one.
driving. I left my sister's place at 4:30 in the morning, and in this nice peaceful drive through like the mountainous area of Idaho before I got to Wyoming. It was still super duper dark, like almost pitch black, and I had my brights on, and all of a sudden saw trotting across the road a wolf. It was pretty dang cool. It was
A
huge.
wolf.
It was much bigger than
Hmm.
a dog. Definitely
I
was
don't know
not
if
a
I've ever
dog.
seen a live. I've only seen coyotes. I don't know if I've ever seen a real wolf in the outback,
I don't think I
the
have either.
mountainous outback.
But it was like white. It was really cool.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
your
cool though.
Q-tip.
That's real random.
Q-tip. Let us know in the comments if you think animals mourn the losses of their family. I mean, we throw big
Well,
parties when people die here for
yeah,
humans.
I'm
I
like I
mean,
celebrate. I just I sing the song. Celebrate good times. You're
come
dead.
on.
Da-na-na-na.
Oh,
Oh wait, that's a little
curveball.
cur-
I mean, if you think about it, we actually do
trouble
throw
with the curve.
parties for them when they die.
We kind of do.
Yeah.
It's a funeral, but we're all the family social event. We get food. We
And
play music
the man
sometimes.
stands up to give his speech and goes, "Let us not mourn the loss of the life, but to celebrate the life that was lived."
I was really, what was that from?
No idea, but guaranteed that's been
I feel like
said
it's from something.
5,000 times.
Feels like that's from something.
I don't know.
Kind of sounded like Martin Luther King Jr.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Do you got
I have
a
a fact.
fact for us?
I do, and I'm going to ask you it as a more so a trivia to see if you know it or not. It's a 50-50 shot. Um, Especially since we are getting closer to Super Bowl season, in the next couple months. Uh, Question or true or false? Referees of the Super Bowl, every referee gets a Super Bowl ring. Yes or no? What do you think?
I'm gonna have to say no.
They do.
What the crap?
Every
How did
ever
I not know
referee
this?
during the Super Bowl will get their own Super Bowl ring. That's pretty cool.
Dang.
Never knew that, but
So
that's some bling.
so when the Chiefs played the Eagles, all the refs were like, I don't think the Eagles ring would look as cool as the Chiefs ring. So
Yeah, they all were
we're gonna
looking
throw
at they
this
looked at
penalty
the
flag,
options.
holding against Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah. Not like it mattered, but
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that was the call that kind of changed the end of that game.
true.
They held
That
Juju and
holding call was that on the far left, right?
yep. It
Yeah,
was
that was
it was a
that was
hold,
crazy.
but
Hmm. It was a
I could have
controversial
also
hold.
seen it not be called at the same time.
Yeah, and the way that their season's going right now, I bet they will get every call imaginable down the line because it feels like they've sacrificed every one of their firstborn children to win a Super Bowl this year based on their luck that they've had.
Yes.
Which can't let's just say I did call it last week and knew that they were gonna get the victory no matter what, and they
Yeah,
did off
you
the
did.
doink. That
You
doink
did.
when he Andy Reid didn't even look at the
He didn't
kick.
look. That
He
was
just looked away
hilarious.
and was like he was like looked
Let's
away.
play sheet up. Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right.
Uh,
Ready?
yeah. Oh,
Jeff and I have
carry
Jeff
screen.
introduced me to
Oh, I
connections.
didn't
So we've
do
been
it
on a connections
today.
kick and I haven't done it today. So we are going to do the
I didn't
connections
do it
together.
either. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I didn't do it today because if I had, this would have kind of
I
ruined it.
assumed you hadn't because it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Also, the mini
Connections is really
I got in
fun.
319 today.
That's rough.
It was a big mini. You want to see it?
Yes, I do. Saturday is definitely a trickster of a day.
Oh, all
Oh,
right. Well, it's
that
already on
doesn't
to
count because
Sunday,
it's on
so
it. It's
never
on
mind.
because it's on it.
And then the Wordle was super annoying today. Ready for this?
Yeah. Let's see the stats. Stare, crown, crowd, drool, a double O. Hate it.
Dumb.
Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I'm surprised you
Also,
got that
look at
though.
my stats though.
Dude, 400% win rate. Jeez, dude. The 1-1. Was
Yeah.
that a fake one that you got that one time
Um,
when you
Sierra
looked it
did
up?
it first.
Sierra did it. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out Sierra.
Dude.
Okay.
Okay,
Connections.
so
Let's look at this. Going, soul, real butter, diva, soul, solo, sold, fluke, once, pound, twice, world, mullet, yuan, and tang.
hmm.
Okay.
Um Luke,
I feel like
my
this
soul.
is like not actually it, but
It's just funny. I hate that some are so similar.
yeah. I
And
also
then
find it that there's always three that connect, and I can't figure out what the fourth one is on a bunch of them.
well, the fourth one is there's like three words that could be that, and you'd have to
Yeah,
move it around
exactly.
depending on the meaning.
Exactly.
One pound. So one pound soul. So pound. No, not that soul. I think it's the SOL.
And a
And
real.
real, those that's because that's a Brazilian money, so that's all money.
Look at that. Global currencies.
Currency. Yeah, the
One for
real.
one. No lives lost.
Nice job.
Fluke.
Solo once.
Solo
Flute.
once, twice.
No, Tang. What's Tang?
Yeah, I was thinking of
Diva.
Tang and butter and like foods or something.
Oh,
I literally
going
just
once,
bought Tang.
going once, going twice, sold, and going. Those are all
Going,
things you do, and then going on the
going.
top right. Those are all
Oh,
those are
words in
all
an
auctions.
auction.
Going
Nice. Well
once, going
done,
twice,
Jeff.
sold.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
final thing.
Fluke butter, Solo Diva, Tang World, Soul Mullet.
Hmm. This one is interesting. Butter. I really want to go with the standout one. Butter. What could butter? Something butter. Could it be garlic butter? No. Let's go with something butter. Compound butter. No. Um,
Thinking, I'm
Han
because like
Solo.
there's got to be a blank word here. You know,
Soul
there's always
Solo.
a connection that's a
Yeah.
blank.
Actually, there was one that wasn't, and I was surprised. And it wasn't a blank. It was a really
Dude, did you
weird
like the
ending
picture
one.
one the other day? That was fun.
It was tough. I struggled. I wasn't used
I
to
actually
that.
got better on that one. So,
Hmm.
and then
You're a visual learner, it looks
I
like.
actually am.
Fluke. So fluke is all fish. A tang is a fish. A diva is a
Mullet.
fish. No, a diva and a soul. or a butterfish? No. Is it butter or sole? Butter.
Okay,
Oh.
so maybe it's not diva.
It's a type of fish. A fluke and a tang are both fish.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out Dory.
but when we no, what was it? Sole, S-O-L-E, we were one off, right?
Does it show you?
No, but I just remember we did diva, fluke, tang, and soul, right? We did that one
Yeah, and
already, right?
mullet.
And then we were one off. But then
I
when
did
we
soul and
did butter,
mullet and butter. And
ooh, this is tough. Okay, let's keep that in our back pocket so we know fluke and tang for sure are part of a group because they're both fish, so they have to be something. Whereas mullet, this is very interesting. This is a tough one.
solo,
Um,
soul.
a diva. I feel like a diva is a type of fish. Um,
I just search types of fish.
uh, maybe soleil. See if that's a type of fish. I mean, you would want to type in soleil. Look, like blue tang, that's a fish right there.
Yeah. Soul.
A soleil, yeah, so that's a type of fish. So we were
Tang.
right about that. It's just whether or not. Oh, I wouldn't.
World. Mullet.
A mullet is a type of fish.
But we already did that.
And okay, go do another one.
Oh, actually, no, we did diva.
Okay, yep, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Butter
Weird that
diva
mullet.
world solo. What is
What's this
that?
one? Words
Cup.
before cup. I did think red solo cup, but I was like, I don't think that works. Like red world? What's that? Go back.
Okay.
What's red world? Go look at the results.
Um, no, I don't want to see that. Oh, back to puzzle.
Four cup.
Buttercup, Diva
World
Cup.
Cup. World Cup, Diva
Diva
Cup. That doesn't
Cup?
make any sense. That
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. I would have never
But
gotten
see, I
that.
told you that it
Solo
was like a
Cup,
blank.
Butter Cup.
Yeah.
That one was, yeah.
All right, cool.
Very good. Diva Cup, don't know what that is.
There's always one that I just don't. I'm just have to get lucky sometimes. Okay.
Wow. That was interesting.
All right. Well, thanks for the connections. You want to do your segment?
Yes, sir, I do.
Let's go.
Let's go. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Is it all weird on my screen?
I got a 0.51, 1.52, 2.53, 3.5, 4.4, 4.5, and 5. All right, cool.
Okay. This is fun. I saw this. What you're gonna do is we're gonna take a look. This might require a little bit of thinking, but I'm interested to see which ones you pick. You know, it's gonna be a little bit on the fly. Okay, so these are movies. We've got
I
10
love
different
things on my
spots.
fly.
Whoa, I love to be a fly on the wall. 0.51,
Well,
1.52. These are
Vans
different.
off the wall.
Well, Justin Timberlake don't hold the wall from his 2020 Vision album.
Nice. Good one.
You are going
Well,
to go
hindsight's
through the
2020.
list. Well, 2020 Vision.
Well, vision can move through walls.
Oh, and you use walls again? I'm flying the wall. Very good. You know what?
Off the
That's double points. That's double points. Okay, you're gonna go through each of these, and you're going to select a movie that you have seen, any type of movie that you think fits this rating system. So you're gonna pick a movie that is a 0.5 out of 5 for you of how good it is. All right. and then we're gonna go into a 1 out of 5, and then a 1.5. We're gonna work our way all the way down, and this will give a good gauge of what kind of movies you like, and
Huh.
depending on the movies that you've gone through. So, like, obviously, a 0.5 out of 5 is gonna be one of the worst movies you've ever seen.
Okay.
And there might be a few options for each. I mean, I know the 4 to 5 level is gonna be easier because you can always think of really good movies you love. This will be interesting, and then I'll give my take on,
Hmm.
if I agree with you or if I think that's egregious. But yeah, you're gonna go through some movies kind of off the top of your head.
Okay, well, we're gonna go
I'm
5.
interested.
We're gonna go Gladiator.
No, 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 no. We're starting with point 0.5.
Oh, frick.
We're going straight down the list from point 0.5 on,
Oh, okay.
and we're gonna
Point
work our
five,
way.
Troll 2.
You and Brandon
It's
troll
the worst
troll
movie ever invented.
troll too. I remember him showing me one of those clips, and I don't even think the majority of people have ever seen that movie. You are one of the few people that have ever seen it.
Yeah,
It
we
is painful,
I think
painful,
Brandon showed it to me and we watched it and
and
we showed it to so many
oh,
people after that. It was so bad.
I will agree with you. That is a horrendous, horrendous movie.
It's terrible.
Um, like really, really, really awful. And I will say that along those lines, I would put at point 0.5, since it's fresh in my brain, I would put the new Chiefs football Hallmark movie was a point 0.5 out of 5.
I
Truly
mean,
awful.
they're just terrible movies in general.
Truly awful. But that was one, especially recently. So, all right, so we got our point 0.5 out of the way. All right, now we're moving on to the 1.0 out of 5 rating. What movie would you
Oh
put?
my gosh, I just searched terrible movies everyone's seen. Troll 2 is on that list.
What?
Yeah,
I would not have guessed that I made a list.
that's actually hilarious. Um,
What movie would you put at a 1 in your opinion?
hmm. I'm trying to like go up a step. So still like one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but I
Still,
can't.
1 out of 5 is truly pretty bad.
Mamma Mia.
Really? You put Mamma
Terrible.
Mia? You
Hated
hate
it.
it?
That was
I would
so
not have
bad.
put I would not put a Mamma Mia there. But wow,
It was
you truly hate it.
so cringy
Mamma
and
Mia is like a two and a
so
half out of 5 for
forced.
me.
It was so bad.
I mean, a lot of people love the ABBA stuff, and that's their favorite. I actually have a
I don't.
coworker. He is 23, and Mamma Mia is like her go-to movie. She will watch Comfort anytime. She is obsessed with the movie.
Ugh.
So like, there are people that really like it, but yeah, 1 out of 5. Would Sierra agree with you, or does she like that?
I don't know.
I guess that's a conversation for later.
We will find
Find
out
out.
later.
Okay, Mamma Mia to 1. All right, 1.5 out of 5. We're moving up just a little bit. Still
Um,
bad. Still
yeah.
bad.
Okay.
But maybe a little bit redeemable. Something redeemable.
Okay, 1.5, we're gonna go Batman and Robin.
Wow, such a different movie.
Yeah.
Wow, you went a completely different direction.
Oh,
Batman and
dude,
Robin.
I just found on BuzzFeed 18 bad movies. Mamma Mia was number one.
I guess you see what you want to see.
Oh,
Wow.
that is really
Batman and
funny.
Robin. What
Yeah.
a weird take. And you know what? I would put it near there. Maybe not a whole 1.5. There's some redeemable things about that movie.
Well,
But
Batman and Robin is just very cringy and very difficult to watch.
I
But
mean, true. 1.5. It's not the worst take. It's not the worst take.
yeah.
All right, let's move on to the 2.0. 2 out of 5.
Um,
We're starting to make our way up. 2 out of 5.
two out of
Maybe a movie
five.
that some people like. It's just not your cup of
I
tea.
feel like
But
this would be a movie that I actually kind of like, but also I can just recognize is a terrible movie. I need
like that
something
would
that's
just
just
be
like
good.
bad acting. It's just like cringy and difficult to watch. Buttercream Gang.
Never heard of that movie.
Yep. Bentley's not going to like
What
that
is
I put that
that?
at a 2, but the acting on it is just so terrible. It's like a 1980s
Buttercream.
movie.
Who's in it?
Nobody.
It's just randoms. Why do you even know that? Do you guys have it on DVD or something growing
1992.
up?
Yeah, it was a movie that we watched on Sundays. The acting is terrible. It's cringy. It's terribly filmed. But it's kind of like a decent message. Actually, it doesn't
But
even end
not.
well because like the kids. Anyways, there's a kid that moves to a small town and he's a bully, and the Buttercream gang, they're like these like do-good kids and they help out the town and all this
Sounds like
stuff.
a made up movie. Doesn't even sound real. The
1992.
Buttercream Gang.
Unlike most gangs, the Buttercream gang does good deeds. Their leader, Pete, must go live with his aunt in Chicago, but things don't go
Oh,
well in Chicago.
I would not watch this movie just by what you just said.
Correct. That's why I
That
put it
sounds
at a two,
awful.
but like I kind of enjoy it
Yeah. Okay.
because it's
Well,
has a little bit more sentimental.
now we're moving into the right in the middle. 2.5 out of 5. Completely average movie. Neither here nor there, you know. Just a meh, a mid movie.
Yeah.
A skibbity mid.
Shut up.
Oh, let's see. What could you put?
Mm. No, it's maybe too low. Let's go Evan Almighty.
Actually, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally
Like
agree.
I enjoy it, but I can
The
understand
writing
why
isn't
other
very
people
good.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, the writing can be rough. There's some
It's
weird
not
scenes, but
believable.
also there's some fun things. Steve Carell's got some really
You
funny
just
acting
almost said
moments.
Michael Scott.
I wanted to because he feels like some of the scenes when he has all the
As
animals like chasing him and he's like in the
yeah,
car and the spiders on his face. That's such Michael Scott behavior.
has Lauren Graham, who just love
Gilmore
her.
Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Morgan
so then
Freeman again.
then a
Just
step
some
up to the three.
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. You're
We're
starting to
gonna
get into
go
decent movie stage.
we're gonna go Pink Panther.
Wow, what a weird. Wait,
Maybe a
I
smidge low, but
that feels high.
I like
Pink
Pink
Panther
Panther.
feels 3 out of 5 feels high. That feels like a 2 out of 5 for me.
Okay, huh? I thought
Wow,
about
Pink Panther.
Pink Panther at the 2.5, so it's just fresh on the brain. But
Hmm. Wow, Pink Panther at a
okay,
3.0. That's giving it some flowers.
3.5 here.
Steve Martin. 3.5.
I'm
Now
trying to
these are
pace
good
out where I'm gonna
movies.
go here.
Well, this is in the good movie stage. Like a 3.5 is a good movie.
Yeah.
Like obviously
Um,
not the best, but that's a good movie. Like you were willing to sit down and watch it, and you were like, yeah, I liked it a lot. You know.
3.5. We're gonna go. I still feel like it's not like an upper tier movie. Mm, let's go
There's so
Night at
many
the
routes you
Museum
can go. You know, I am surprised at how much I am in agreement with you.
with that one.
Like with a lot of these.
Okay.
Like I am in agreement with most of
Also,
these.
the
Like three,
movies that I'm pulling out of my head are
these are
kind of
so
hilarious right now.
obscure.
Yeah.
You've got comic movies. You've got like
Okay. Are you
superhero
ready for the
movies. You got
next
musicals.
obscure movie?
Okay, this is a 4. A
The
4 out of 5.
Man from Uncle.
This is impressive. I'm in agreement.
Let's go, dude.
I am in agreement in at most of these movies, besides maybe the ones I haven't seen. But Man from Uncle is a 4.0.
It's a good
Maybe that
movie.
could be a. I don't know. I don't think it'd make it a 4.5, but it's also not bad enough to be at the 3.5.
Exactly.
It's
That was my
well
thought.
it's
I
well
thought about putting it
written.
at the 3.5 and I was like, no,
It's got
it
good
deserves,
action.
yeah, great action.
I'd also put like Mission Impossible 3. I
Um,
love that movie, and that's a 4 out of 5 for me with the
so
villain with
we
Philip
need to
Seymour
do this
Hoffman.
segment at some point, but like we need to do movies that we've never seen because
And you haven't seen that one?
I haven't seen any of the Mission Impossibles.
Oh man, that's
It's
rough.
like movies you haven't seen, but everybody
Ethan
knows.
Hunt. Ethan Hunt. The Mission Impossible 3 is one of my favorites because of the acting from Philip Seymour Hoffman in that. He is so it's I've never pictured him as a villain in any other movie, but he was incredible in this one.
Okay,
So,
you ready for the
wow.
4.5?
Okay, these are huge. This is big time. This is where I might be in a disagreement, so
We're gonna go Ocean's 11.
disagree, but very, you know what?
What? Where would you put Ocean's 11?
That could be maybe a 4. It's between a 3.5 and a 4 for me.
Dude, I friggin'
It's
I
not even the best
love.
Ocean's movie.
Okay, well then let's do 13.
13 would be
Okay,
more
let's do
like a
Ocean's
4 for me.
13.
Wow, you really like
I
the
love
Ocean's
the
movies.
Ocean's movies, yeah.
Wow. This would
Actually,
be more for
can I
me.
call
This
an
would,
audible?
yes.
I'm gonna go the Italian Job.
Okay. I actually think that's a worse take, but
No, the
I
Italian Job. Dude,
I
that
think
movie's
that's a
so
worse take.
good.
I like it as like a comfort movie. It does have some pretty big holes in it, but I really like a lot of the fun things about it. It's like fun I can just put on anytime.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, but that's
It's a
like a 3.5
4.5 to
for
me.
me.
And
Wow.
then at the 5, I already spoiled it. So,
Spoiled it.
sorry.
Spoiled it. It's
Gladiator.
Gladiator, which
It's
is
my favorite.
honestly
It's my favorite
a
movie of all
great
time.
pick. That's a great pick. So you're gonna go see the second one, right?
I'm going to eventually.
Okay.
Probably next
Yeah.
week when I don't have my kiddos.
And you're just gonna watch Denzel Washington go, all right. Oh wait, that's Matthew.
Ah, that's Matthew McConaughey.
He's gonna go. It's my man, mom.
What's up, man?
He's gonna be like, I think you run this. I live here. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so Gladiator is very much a 5.0. Up there in the 4.5 to 5.0 range is where I'm starting to get like Interstellar, Dark Knight,
See,
the
Dark Knight's another 5. So,
Prestige, yeah. Fight Club's like a
ooh,
4.5. Uh,
Prestige.
the Prestige is right there.
It might be a
Also
4, actually.
Everything Everywhere All at Once would be 4.5 to 5.0 level.
I legitimately thought about putting at the 4 Step Brothers,
It
but I didn't.
deserves that deserves a 4.5. Step
But
Brothers
I
is a
didn't.
4.5
I
movie.
wasn't sure how, because like I feel like the upper tier movies like that are a little bit more serious, a little bit better scripted movies or better
That
written
movie is
movies.
really well scripted, really well written, and perfect comedic timing. The whole movie. That is one of the best comedy movies I've ever seen. 100%. Step Brothers deserves to be a 4.5. Just really all around perfect movie, comedy wise.
Say Golden
They're
Pony
one of a
Boy.
kind. Just some boats and
Yeah.
you know, just "Di dale, astirato." Yeah, really good.
It's the
So this
Catalina
list,
wine mixer.
and also really love Adam Scott in that movie.
Yeah.
He's super good, and he's in one of my favorite shows right now, which is
She's
called
got
Severance.
eyes of the bluest skies.
And
That scene is
they're like
unbelievable.
crashed. They're like, "Whoa, sweet child of mine."
Oh,
Like,
so
I pay
funny.
you $1,500 a week in singing lessons for this.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take the Italian Job, and we've just replaced Step Brothers there. So there it is.
What a great, what a great spot. I agree with that more.
Great spot.
Great spot.
All right.
Look at that list.
That's a lovely list. I like it.
Very good. That was fun. That's fun. Maybe sometime we'll do an animated only point
Ooh,
five to
I
5
like that.
instead.
I didn't even go animated, so I like that.
You didn't go animated with anything, which I'm also surprised by. Not a single animated movie made this list.
My mind just didn't go there. But
And then if you make it animated only, it'll make you think. So good times.
you could also do that with TV shows.
You could do with TV shows, although it'd be
Yeah.
harder because I don't know how many TV shows I've watched all the way through that were a point 0.5. Like, I don't know if I
True.
gave it fully. It's hard to give movies. Shows that I've watched were probably when I was younger because I didn't know better. I didn't look it up. But most movies or shows that I watch now, I know that they're at least semi decent.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to be a point 0.5 most of the time.
Okay.
Anyway, good job.
Okay, quick segment for you before we jump into our Christmas themed draft.
Oh, you want to do another segment?
It's a quick segment, and I just have it up, and I feel like you will be able to do better at this than I did. You ready? Uh, we are going to go Hall of Fame players. There are five with 18 plus seasons, all with one team. Can you
In the
name those
NBA?
five players
In the NBA.
in the NBA? Sorry, did I say that?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was you talking about football or something, but okay, five.
Yep,
All right, I
there
got
are
two.
five NBA Hall of Famers who played 18 plus seasons, all with the same team.
That means they at least played 18 plus seasons with one team.
No, they
I need.
only played with one team. They
Okay,
didn't
they
change
never
teams at
moved
all. So
teams.
like
Okay,
Karl Malone doesn't count because he played for the Lakers.
yeah. Okay, so let's go with Kobe first off.
Kobe,
18
there's one.
seasons. Let's go with Timmy D.
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan was another one.
Yep, that's two.
Let's go with Dirk Nowitzki.
That's three. That's the top three.
That's top three.
Uh-huh. Those guys played the
Uh,
most seasons with
in most
they
seasons.
played more than 18 seasons with their teams.
Um, this is where it starts to get a little iffy. Um, and honestly don't remember if he played with another team or not. Because we always you always talk about like loyalty, like players who are the most loyal.
Yeah, like
John
Damian Lillard.
Stockton.
John Stockton, well done in the four.
I think like he had to be there because he's everyone knows him as a Jazz dude.
Yeah.
What was this Zoom user?
Wait, what? Zoom user.
Excuse me.
What is going on? This is weird.
Hello. Oh, a
Hey,
surprise!
Bentley with the
That's
surprise guest
that's
move.
why you were delaying at your mini segment.
Yes, it
Yay.
is.
Giving time for Bent the Schment.
I for those podcast listeners, my lovely younger brother, not little brother, younger brother, has joined the
Uh,
podcast for our draft tonight. But Jeff, can you finish and guess the fifth person?
the fifth one on this list.
Yep, I'll give
That's
you a
where I'm
hint.
really. Oh, Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller. Yep.
Wow. I knew
Only
the
played with the
four.
Pacers.
I don't think I would have guessed Reggie though.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
was thinking
Good
another
guess.
big man, but they all moved around. So
All
wow.
right, good little segment. Bentley, how we doing, brother? Brother.
Never better.
Is this for the
Oh,
draft? You in here
this
for
is
the
for the draft.
drafty? Hmm.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you only sound like you're in a bathroom.
Sorry, I'm in this little conference room in the law school.
Oh, law school. How bow to you. Law school.
No, I'm definitely not in law school. I'm still in my undergrad. But one of my friends in my study group just got admitted to BYU Law, so
Ooh.
that's super exciting.
The next Dallin H. Oaks. Is
Could
that
be,
him?
could be.
Could be. All right,
Also,
let's
how
hear it.
ahead of the time was Dallin H. Oaks in the name Dallin before all these kids now are named Dallin?
It's a Utah thing.
It
I think
is.
the Utah kid, it was Utah parents were like, want him to be named Dallin. And then it just became a popular name.
I think I need more
Force fed.
name history to like truly know when Dallin was at his peak.
I mean, I had a roommate named Dallin, and I had never met a single person named Dallin until then.
Hmm.
So Jeff, our Christmas themed draft tonight, which is why I brought brother in, is a Christmas movies draft.
Christmas movies?
So we're getting a big
Didn't we
movie
do this
buff.
already?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we did.
We didn't do Christmas movies.
Yeah, we did. No, you're right. We did Jim Carrey movies, and
We did Jim Carrey movies.
there just happened to be Christmas movie on there.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bentley, since you're the guest, you get to choose the draft order for who's drafting when and where. One, two, or three.
Hmm.
And yes, we will snake because I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little snaky
Hello.
snake.
Another little snake.
You get to pick the order. So it could be a number one movie that you want to snipe, or you could try to get yourself at the 2-3 turn, or I guess now the 3-4 turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jeff Lincoln me.
Okay.
The number one you gave to me on the first day of Christmas, my true love Bentley gave to me.
Don't call me
Wow,
blushing.
dude, this is getting real personal.
I think that was a very smart move because I feel like Jeff is not going to draft the way that we will.
No, you
Precisely.
guys had a different childhood of Christmas movies, so obviously I'm outnumbered here on what the popularity is going to be.
Although
But
I
I
did
mean,
shout out to the Spangler brand. I did buy some Spangler
get those
candy
candy
canes
canes.
today, and I sent it to my family.
Some Spanger said from Jeff himself. He personally packaged these up
He did. That's why
and
that's why
sent
all of mine
these.
were broken.
That were they really broken?
No, but
Oh,
I did
I was like,
not
that
get
would
to.
sting.
My girls did not finish a single one without it breaking because they are quite frail.
Quite frail. Well, I'm gonna take this movie just because I know it's gonna be taken and it will not be
Oh,
available, and I have to because I do love it, and that's The Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey.
oh,
Dang.
Jeff.
Go ahead and cancel me for that if you want. Go ahead and cancel me. Can't
Dang.
can't
And,
stop
and
me,
and you took Jim Carrey. So that I mean that is the
Jim Carrey.
101. Let's be honest. That's the 101.
Yeah, for in our circles, yes. Maybe my parents' generation, he would go a different route, but
Yeah, well,
I
they didn't
give
have good
respect.
media back then.
I don't know. One of these movies is gonna make the list
It's gonna make the
in
list, but
that
it's not
time.
gonna be a 101 pick.
No.
Okay, well, Grinch
Every
is
movie from the
Bentley's and
101 would
mine.
be since 2000. There's not all going to be the 101 picks.
The Grinch is in fact Bentley's and my 101 as well. So at the
That's one of your
102,
top 5 movies of all time for you.
I don't
That's
know about
crazy.
that, but it's my
I
most
think I
quoted
think it'd
movie of
make your
all time.
fifth. It'd be like number 5 on your list for sure.
No, that's not even
Of all
close.
time?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
It's maybe the top 3 most quoted movies in my life, but
Mm.
no. Warm.
Warm.
Warm. What is it?
Okay.
Harry.
Gracie, drive is it?
Sorry.
Taylor, give us our 102.
We're gonna go with Elf at the 2
Good
Okay.
pick. That
because
was my
I
backup,
knew
but
it
I
wouldn't
took
come back to
this
me.
just
B.
because.
Um, actually is not in either of my
Pause.
top two.
Okay. Well, I was scared of it, and I didn't want it to come
Wow,
back.
Elf's not in your top?
I know where you're going here, and I was willing to accept whatever dropped to me at the 5.
Wow.
Okay.
Elf making it to second.
This one is a little interesting because it's part of a series and it's not the first one.
We just watched it tonight.
It is Home Alone 2
2,
Lost in New York.
Lost in New
Really?
York.
Trump Tower Home Alone with
Absolutely.
With Mr. Trump
The,
president?
the scene with Marv and he's in the basement and he like touches he touches like the wash like the like hand washing
Like
station.
the utility sink.
Yeah. And
And he's his skeleton.
Kevin like hooked up the battery to it and turned it up all the way. And as he was like turning it up, like he was starting to like freak out more and more. And then he had like
And then it was just the skeleton.
and there's like
Dude.
2 seconds of him just as a skeleton. He goes, oh, ah!
Hey, I think the best part of that movie is honestly at the end with the pigeon lady. And he's like, oh, now that I've seen where you live down with the pigeons, and he's like, all right, like, see you later. Keep living with those pigeons. Like, he doesn't, no more help, no more nothing. She just, oh, we're gonna watch it. Oh my, are these all of his things? Oh, that stuff's so gross. The
No,
fact that he actually did this,
this goes right into electrocuting him. Yeah.
the fact that he actually performed his own stunts for this. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Because once you're
Which is so
electrocuted,
Yeah, this is accurate
like,
that your hands
this
would
shit.
like your
clamp up
He
and you'd be
couldn't let
your
stuck.
go.
muscle seize, yeah.
And then he turns it up. He turns his hair's up. The mouth. The mouth opening. Oh,
Oh man.
Do you
Also,
That's really
remember when
good.
I sent this to you on your mission? I videoed this and I sent it to you.
yeah, that was a
Wow.
good day.
Little tender
It's really,
mercy.
that's really apostate of you.
It is.
Well, it's
That's
Christmas.
really funny.
Cheer up, dude. It's
Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Christmas.
okay.
I
Wow. Home
almost
Alone
took that
2.
instead of Elf.
That yeah. Well, all three I think have been absolute bangers. Like it's not Christmas unless you watch all three of those.
Facts.
Now this one I don't think is a popular pick, but it is probably my favorite Christmas movie of all time, and that is It's a Wonderful Life.
That's
Okay.
where that deserved to be there.
So
Deserved it. My
I
dad's
don't
favorite. He watched it every Christmas.
yeah, like yeah, it brings tears to my eyes. I won't talk about it too much. I don't want to get emotional, but always been a very, very tender and close story to me. So
It
Um,
truly is a wonderful life when you watch that movie.
so I will say two things. One, Bentley, Buttercream Gang already got a shout out on this week's episode.
let's go.
And two, one of Bentley's nicknames came from It's a Wonderful Life, which is
George Bailey or just Bailey.
I don't know why. I
Bailey.
just like it went from Bentley to Bailey to George Bailey.
Yeah. Well,
But in the voice, George Bailey.
I think you like called my name or something in December and I was like far away in the house and I thought you called me Bailey and I said, "Why did you call me Bailey?" And then it kind of just you're like, "Well, George Bailey." And then it stuck from there. So,
Well, George W.'s Bush.
George W. Like, no.
Uh, okay. That is, it was on my list, on my short list, definitely, but not on my upper
Oh.
rounds list.
fair.
And because I'm scared of Jeff taking it, I'm gonna go with Home Alone, the first one,
It's good. I
in
was
that
thinking
spot.
about it. It was probably gonna be my third pick, but that's good. It's a good spot.
Yeah.
OG Home Alone. It just gives you all the Christmas vibes. Every time I watch it, especially you just like everything you think about with Christmas time, that you know.
Also, can we just point out for a second that Buzz is the worst?
Buzz's girlfriend. Woof.
Whoa. Do you know the story behind Buzz's girlfriend?
Wasn't
No.
it wasn't it a picture of himself and then they like photoshopped it because they didn't want to be mean or something like that?
Close, close. I think it was either him in Photoshopped or it was like some producer's like son
Oh,
dressed up
that's
as a
right. And they
girl.
didn't want to make fun of a girl, so they just photoshopped it.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's
so good.
it's really good because then it's like okay, I feel good laughing, because it's just a literal like teenage boy that just has long hair. I can laugh at that.
That's really
That is
actor's son dressed up for it,
Yeah.
or art director's son. Sorry,
art director.
that's funny. Nice. Jeff, what do you got for us at the uh?
I'm gonna go with one that has some
Strong-
weird moments, but I grew up watching it all the time, and we quoted it all the time, and it still has just like for the time, it's a weird animated movie, like it's not like normal animation. But I'm gonna go with "Welcome to the Polar Express."
Oh,
Loves me some Polar Express.
that's a great one. We always watch that one on Christmas Eve. Like that's always up there.
It's really good.
So so Sierra actually put it in good terms.
Polar
She was like,
Express.
"What's wrong with the animation?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's just kind of weird." And she goes, "It's video game animation." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you're
it kind of
so
is.
right. It totally is. It's
It's
like
the dead.
It's
It's the
like
dead
Call of Duty.
eyes.
Yeah, it's like Call of Duty transition like
Yeah,
clips,
they have a weird kind of like it's too human where it throws you off, and you're like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's off with this. They're not like exaggerated features enough. It's too realistic. Anyway, very good, fun movie. And then I'm gonna go with one that I know you guys won't pick, but it's definitely a third for me, and I gained appreciation since marrying Emily, and her family watches it every year before Christmas, and that is a Bill Murray movie called Scrooged.
Ew.
Fantastic
Hmm.
Christmas movie. It's basically like, you know, you know, Ebenezer Scrooge style story, but more
Dude,
like
go
he's a rich,
Scrooge
rich dude.
yourself.
Oh,
Whoa,
language.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I love it. Look, very good movie.
I would
Um,
scream, but my mic is not good.
so
Yeah,
Bentley,
mine isn't either.
I'm nervous of where to go here because you've got two picks before it comes back to me.
Right.
Pause.
Pause.
But you
Unpause.
do have one right now.
Yes, and so I want to take. I'm between two, and I have to take one of them that is going to hurt you worse, and I think I can pivot based on where you go with one of them. So in my three, I'm going to go with Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
Granted, I have not seen this movie in several years, but in our family, it holds a lot of lore, highly inappropriate.
Oh, super. Yeah, my family wouldn't let me watch it growing up.
My family, Jeff, you're gonna love this. My family throws a Christmas vacation party every other
Uh,
year, and they all sit down. All these are church going folk. All these people sit down and they watch the movie, and and
There's
and,
some
and I
raunchy
sat down.
stuff
I'm
in that
like,
movie.
guys, like this is like I hadn't
This
seen it
is
since I was
really
like
pushing
18,
it.
and I sat down. I was like 22, and then I'm like, guys, this is y'all are old,
Yeah, what do
and
you?
you're just totally cool watching this together. Like
This is
I don't know,
weird.
so it's
Yeah,
funny,
it's definitely pushed the limits there.
highly quotable, uh, but very funny movie, and I had to take it. So
No, it's an absolute it's a good pick. I think it's a classic. Sure, I mean with the modern vid angel, you can kind of skip through some of those scenes. So
Oh,
I'm
Vid
sure
Angel.
I'm sure you get past like two scenes and you're like totally fine.
uh,
Um,
yeah, it still is funny. Just I haven't seen it in a while actually, but I can quote a ton of it still.
yeah, there are some very quotable lines, and I think that's why our family likes it so much. Is like it's a bit more adult Grinch, you know.
We legitimately shaved Henry one year so we could make a rug of where the cat was
Oh
electrocuted
my.
underneath the Christmas tree, and we shaved Henry to like make an outline of a cat. It's pretty funny.
We had like a spare piece of carpet, and like we spray painted like the outline black, and then put like the tufts of fur around the outline, so it looked like it. Brad Pussycat.
Oh, that's good. Bentley, you got two picks here.
Okay. I am pretty sure nobody will pick my number five,
Okay.
because it's newer and less known. So my number
I'm nervous. I'm nervous now that you say that because I have one that I've been holding that
ah
I know that you guys aren't gonna pick, and I'm like, oh.
shoot, I just watched this one like
Okay.
last night or the night before. I got done
Is
with
it
9 hours
was
of
it on
stuff.
Netflix?
I will not confirm.
Bentley,
Okay, okay,
Bentley.
okay. Maybe I. All right,
Oh crap!
I'm changing it up now. I'm changing it up. I'm scared. I'm scared. Genuinely scared that's gonna get picked.
Where did you watch it with? Did you
Me
watch
and
it
my
by yourself?
girlfriend.
On a date?
Okay, okay. That's that helps me think about some stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Just watch it by yourself. Break.
So my number three pick is Tim Allen's Santa Claus.
Yep.
Just the OG, the
Deserves
first
to be
one.
deserves to be
Yep.
picked. Santa Claus is a fun one. My dad watched it, but all the zingers by Tim Allen with against Neil are
Dude,
top tier. Like, hey,
they're
nice,
so
then a new
good.
sweater. Like, dude,
Nice
his
sweater.
all the sweater come
It's
nice sweater.
reversible. I think that's the second one though.
I love
I
that
think you're
movie.
right.
Also, can we just acknowledge how they portray when Santa dies in that and falls off the roof? Like none of the elves mourn him, none of them move. They're just like,
None.
ah,
True.
next. Like the way they make it sound like is that it is like
They're
goodbye. Like you may have
they're
been
like
Santa for
Ariana Grande. Thank you next.
don't ever say that again. Like imagine if he was Santa for 400 years and you just die and none of the elves that you've been working with personally every day say a word. There's like, all right, Santa, you're
Oh,
next. Like, let's go, finish it up. Like
Dude,
they
also,
just did
can
not
we?
care about him.
I think we talked about this, Jeff. Did we acknowledge that we both had crushes on that one
The
chick?
girl with the hot chocolate,
Yeah. And then we looked her up and
and
we're
then
like,
we
no,
switched it up. We're like, no
no,
thanks.
no,
She's like
pass.
extra chocolatey,
Shaken,
shaken,
not stirred.
not stirred.
Not too hot, extra chocolatey.
I'm seeing someone in wrapping. Anyway, good
Oh.
pick though. Good pick.
Yep.
Okay.
Like,
That so Bentley, that was what I was between. Was that and Christmas Vacation.
Okay. Yeah. As much as I have enjoyed Christmas Vacation, it's not in my top 5, unfortunately.
That's fair.
Um,
Well,
hmm.
Number 4 for me. This is a new one, and it is on Netflix, and it is named Klaus.
yeah.
No, no, Bentley, you suck.
Okay, this
Dude,
is
Klaus is a great movie.
if the listeners here have not seen Klaus, I recommend that is a new yearly watch.
So I watched it 2 years ago. Like
Same.
it's been out for a little bit. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Like, but it is already on my like yearly rewatch list. It is such like a heartwarming story and still centered on Christmas and changing of hearts. And it's like if a Hallmark movie was good.
But
This
animated.
is how I feel about that. All right. This is how I'm feeling that you stole that. I was positive. I was like, no way
You
these two fools are gonna put Klaus on their list.
you shouldn't have
Oh,
said anything. I had it lower on my list, but I did not want that to get taken because I thought it was gonna.
But because I
I
said the
would have taken it with
streaming
my fourth.
service.
And he said Netflix. I was like, it is the one I'm thinking of. There's
Yep,
no way.
knew it.
And I have to admit, actually, this was on a date. I have to correct myself.
Haha. Then that also makes sense because I thought you were gonna go a different route, but Klaus is a date movie. I would
Yeah.
totally watch that on a date.
There's if you guys have ever played the game Codenames, there's like a 2-player version where you like playing with one other person against the game. So you only have like a couple of guesses. And so we were playing that. It was actually really fun while having Klaus in the background. It was a lot of fun.
Dude, that totally throws off my list.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got too many good movies left. Maybe not too many. I've got 3 for my 2 spots remaining. So I'm really hoping that Jeff in his 2 picks takes at least one of these so I can feel a little bit better about myself, you know?
Yeah.
And since Bentley will have the very last pick of the draft, I'm not concerned about Jeff taking one of these. So in my 4 spot, and you guys can veto this if you want because it's not exactly a
I
Christmas
know what it is.
movie.
I know what it is. Go ahead, take it.
It's Jack Frost.
Oh no,
Accept,
you can take it. Yeah,
acceptable.
you can take that.
That's
It's a Christmas
Is that the
season movie.
is that the one? Is that the one with he's the
Michael
snowman?
Keaton. Yeah.
I really like that
That is
movie.
such
I
a
used to
good
watch it.
movie,
I used to
dude.
watch it as a kid, and it's like, dude, when you realize like how brutal that is, like the whole buildup, you get so connected to the dad and the son and like that,
Dude.
and then he's just gone, and then you're like, and then it just transitions to him.
Like
Oh man,
I
it
didn't
hurt.
I
It
didn't cry when I was a
hurts,
kid because it was just like a good movie and it was like whatever. And then like all of a sudden like you grow up and you have kids and you watch that and you're like, oh, come on.
dude. It's a rough.
So,
If it's a rough one to like sit and watch again because you get really.
but it's a great movie. Like when he's like teaching him how to play hockey and when it's this snowball fight and he's on the sled. Like, come on, that movie's so good.
the sledding scenes I remember were so sick. I was like, man, I wish
Yeah.
it snowed where I was because I would do this all the time. Or
Oh
like
yeah.
after school, like snowball fights. I was like, "Man, I just wish one day it would snow so much, and we didn't have school canceled because in Oregon you get school
You
canceled
never did.
an inch and a half of snow.
It
Although, do you remember the time that we got like 2 feet of snow and we had a massive snowball fight in our backyard? Like
Um,
everybody from the block came and like everybody had a friend with them kind of thing. And we had a solid like 10 on 10 snowball fight. Do you remember this?
really? Was this is such a dumb question, but this before or after the deck was redone?
Uh, hmm.
because I have memory of
Yeah.
like when the deck
Yeah.
was redone, and I remember I tried to.
It was like 2010.
Okay, then yeah. I do remember that because I remember going.
It was like February 2010.
I remember putting like sleds up on the railing and then hiding behind that and jumping over and like throwing snowballs.
Yeah. Like we built like a full on embankment in the backyard. It was
Yeah,
sick.
in like the two corners.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
I got a bunch of people to come and show up for this party. Sorry, didn't mean to say that.
Awesome.
I got a bunch of people to show up for this, and they all like had a friend with them too. And we had a dadgum salt. I think it was probably 8 on 8, realistically. But we had
That's
like a wide age range of people.
that's when our neighborhood had like a lot of
Dude, they were popping.
kids your age, and
Hopping, dude.
it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jeff, you got your final two picks here.
Okay. It feels like a consolation pick at this point because it's not what I wanted to make my top five. There's kind of a steep drop off after my fifth pick. But like props to you, Bentley, for taking it when you did. You had a
Also, you're
good spot
welcome
for it.
for pointing that out because otherwise Jeff wouldn't have
Yeah,
sniped that from you.
100%.
yeah, I really would have. I'm gonna go with
I'm
number
just
4,
looking
which
out for brother.
Brother.
there's two holidays that this movie is good for, and I do watch it frequently during I think more Christmas, but I'm gonna say it is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wow.
Really liked the
Gross.
animation on it. It's a really
Gross.
good animated movie. It's really fun. You know, still some Christmassy stuff with it when Santa's about to get eaten by the boogeyman. Really fun movie though.
Don't spoil
And
it for
one of its
me.
10. Sorry. Go back and watch it if you haven't.
Haven't seen it either, Bentley.
Hmm.
I'm
Wait, what do
gonna
you
watch.
mean you haven't seen it?
We weren't Tim Burton. We weren't a Tim Burton family.
You didn't like Edward Scissorhands or anything like that?
No.
Really? No Beetlejuice?
Don't
What?
say it again.
Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice! All right. That's really sad. You need to see it. I really am sad that you haven't. Fine. The last pick though is one that it feels less Christmassy. It's actually just super, super funny. Uh, for me, and I watched it as an adult, and that is Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton, where he's like a mall Santa and
I
he's
don't
like
know if
doing
I've actually
crimes.
seen it.
It's just basically he's just this like raunchy, crazy dude who's like using his job as a mall Santa to like
Mm.
for undercover crimes with his little henchman dude. But the whole time he's just like using it as a cover, and all the comedic lines are freaking so good. So it's not like the most heartwarming movie, but it's really funny. And if I'm wanting to watch one like that, I'll watch it. But as I said, that's not really in the top normally for me. That Klaus was up there, and there's a steep drop off after that point.
Okay.
A drop
Uh,
off.
what are you insane?
You couldn't help yourself.
I couldn't. Sorry.
What would
Uh,
I?
You couldn't, which is a Santa Claus
uh,
movie quote.
so I had. I don't think Bentley's gonna take this with his final pick. So I'm gonna save it for an honorable mention later. I am gonna go the sentimental route, and this is probably my favorite sentimental pick movie that we watched all of growing up, and that's Miracle on 34th Street.
Great pick.
Not
Great
not a
pick.
big fan. Not a big fan of it. A little too
I would have
old for
been
me.
I would have been so sad if that didn't make the list.
Yeah.
Which there is a movie that I'm surprised hasn't made the list yet, and it probably won't. But
Good. It shouldn't. That movie's a piece of crap.
Wait, are you
we
talking
all
about what I
we all
think
know
you're
what
talking
we're
about?
talking about.
That movie is a
Nice mute. That was good. That was a good mute period. That
I
was
actually did
quick.
hit my mute button.
I know it was quick. It just all of a sudden nothing. I was like, he definitely
Dude,
definitely
that
muted
movie
it perfectly. Really good timing.
seriously could just massive. Anybody knows.
Just spelling massive in there and then it just muting out again.
You're correct.
Oh, that sounds so good. You listeners out there, hopefully that sounded funny on your end as well. Oh, okay. Passionate about that, I guess, Lincoln.
Stuck on the.
Okay.
Oh,
I think
I'm fogging up my glasses.
stop. You need to stop. Okay.
Sorry, Bentley.
Okay.
Close out our draft, please.
um so this one's also a nostalgic one. So my number 1 or 2 and now my number 5 are pretty old movies, and this one is White Christmas.
Nice, Bing Crosby.
Yeah, music phenomenal. Anytime you hear the I'm dreaming,
The deep.
yeah, you know.
Remember watching that at the Elsinore?
I do not.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we did that multiple years where we watched it at the Elsinore. Like
dude,
they played at the Elsinore Theater. It was like a whole thing. It was really cool.
I'm like 6 years younger than you. I don't remember anything from my childhood besides the Nerf guns I got.
Yeah, fair.
Nerf guns.
Anyway, I feel like
Little nerfy life.
that's a great one. Yeah, I truly don't have like any more that I feel comfortable throwing in my top 5. I feel like they're all pretty good.
The only other one I would have thrown in was Santa Claus 2, which
Okay, fair.
is fantastic, but you took Santa Claus 1, so I didn't feel like it
Mhm.
needed to be taken. Whereas Home Alone definitely did need to be taken.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I'm so thankful that we did not draft A Christmas Story.
Yeah,
That's what I was bleeping out
Yeah.
earlier.
You're just like, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, so that was a bad one. I'm also glad that nobody took any of the
No Die Hard. Good.
Like the claymation ones are like
Like what?
minimally accepted.
Oh,
like Rudolph
like the
the
old
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
school, like 1950s claymation
Yeah.
movies.
Though I was surprised that Charlie Brown Christmas wasn't taken, but we weren't really a Charlie Brown Christmas family.
I've never
We
seen
didn't.
it,
We weren't either.
but it's in like my top 10 albums that I've listened to this year already. So
Fair.
it's it's my December study album. And considering it is pretty late and I still have a couple more hours of studying to do, I will be listening to it tonight.
Nice.
Rough.
Another one that wasn't taken that there's multiple renditions of, and I'm curious both of your favorites is A Christmas Carol. Well,
I actually
Carol was right about the
prefer.
caroling.
I actually prefer the Muppets Christmas Carol with Alfred from Batman. I actually think that's a phenomenal movie.
Dude, I
It
mean,
doesn't make a top
A
5, but like
Christmas
I
Carol
really
definitely
like
not in the top 5, but yeah, I like the Muppets one a lot too.
the
Jim
Muppets one.
Jim
Is I
Carrey
don't know. It's
one, I can't hear anything but the Grinch.
I don't like it.
So
Yeah. Also, that actor, whatever his name is, Alfred from Batman, he treats that movie like Michael Caine. I'm Michael Caine. He treats
dude,
that
I
movie like
drafted
he's
Michael
trying
in
to
the
win an
top Michaels.
Oscar.
Yeah.
And you did. He's very serious the whole movie. Like he does not. It's not like he's in a Muppets movie. He acts like everybody's a real human being that he's acting with. Like it's no joke.
It's true.
I've never been a
Honorable
fan of
mention.
Christmas Carol. I feel like it was too scarring with like the like little goblins or kids that would always like pop up.
Too freaking creepy when he like moves his
But in the
coats.
Muppets, the
Yeah.
Muppets one when he's like, it's Marley and Marley. Nib the chains.
Whoa!
It's Marley and Marley. I love that part. Anyway,
Yeah.
Holdovers is also a really good movie. It came out just like 2 years ago. And it is like a nostalgic movie. It's with the guy from Paul Giamatti from Liar Liar.
Hmm.
Or Big Fat Liar. Who gets, colored blue. He is in this
They didn't.
and
They said I need
it's
to pick up a little blue car. They didn't tell me I needed to pick up a little blue man.
very good.
Yeah.
Props to you
The
for that.
silence after that.
Props to you.
Another
That
one
movie's
that
honorable mention.
made my honorable mention list. That was like a deep cut. Was Jingle All the Way with Arnold.
Ah,
Dude, I watched that like a week
rough.
ago, 2 weeks ago. It was awful.
Rough.
It's so
bad.
cringy.
How is that an
so
honorable
bad.
mention?
That was
It's a
probably
deep cut honorable
awesome when
mention.
I was
Okay.
like 10 years old.
What about? I saw another
Honorable
one on
mention
the
would
list.
be like Another one would be like
Christmas with the Cranks. I've never seen it, but
uh
Not a
four
not
Christmases with Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon.
Mm.
That one's got some good funny stuff in it too.
My honorable mention would be the animated Grinch.
sure.
Okay, short, but yeah, good.
I really like that one. I feel like they did.
You're a mean one,
any-
Mr. Grinch.
I
What
heard that
about
after like Cat in the Hat, they stopped doing Dr. Seuss movies like live action. It's now only been animated since then.
yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
because Cat in the Hat was absolutely unhinged with
Creepy.
Michael Myers, but it's so funny, and the
Yeah.
adult jokes in it are out of this world.
I haven't seen it all the way
And
through because it was too
it's so
creepy.
fun. It's so funny, but yeah, the creepy stuff in it,
What about
real
Pete's
weird.
Christmas?
Mm.
You seen
Well,
it?
Pete's Dragon.
Well, Albie, the
Well,
racist
I'll
dragon.
be the racist dragon.
Pete's Christmas is one that Lexus loves, Bentley. So shout out Lexus.
Yeah, Lexus
It
also really loves Home Alone 2 and Grinch. Like we always watch those together.
yeah. Deck the Halls. Who's in that one? Matthew Broderick,
That's
Danny DeVito, and
yeah.
Christian Chenoweth.
Kristen Chenoweth, old school Kristen.
Oh, also, shout out to JTT and Jessica Biel, who I had the biggest crush on Jessica Biel as a kid. I'll be home for Christmas.
Never saw it.
Oh yeah. No, I
Buzzard,
love that
Buzzard,
movie.
Santa Desert Tumbleweed or something like that. It's like that's all I could get across in this phone call. College student faces an impossible journey when he is left stranded in the desert, thousands of miles from home, with no money and only a few days left until Christmas.
Dude, I do remember that movie. I feel like that's like in the same realm as
Jack
like
Frost.
Jingle All the Way and what's the other one that was said earlier? But they're like that same like era, that same kind of like humor kind of thing. And I love
Yeah,
that as a
yeah.
kid. And now I've been watching those growing up and I'm like, I guess that was more just like great as I was a kid, you know?
If
Yeah.
you were just watching a movie, you're just like, I get to watch a movie and
Yeah.
as a kid. But now when you get a choice and you have other stuff to do, you're like, I wasted my time watching this.
That's
This episode of Left Hand Backhand is sponsored by Pickle Balls, Dill Pickle Corn Puffs from Vlasic.
No, it is not
Now,
sponsored by.
I'm actually going to try this live because
Oh, let's go, Jeffrey.
I tried it at I saw it at Costco and my dad had mentioned it. So we were gonna wow. Oh my gosh.
Hey, does anybody ever
That
call you
is
Jess?
here, like cradle these little balls right here. Okay.
Does
it's
that feel about the right size?
it's like shampoo conditioner. It's like a 2-in-1.
Dude, that is straight up pickle. All right. Oh, whoa. That hits. That hits after.
Okay, give us the score 1 to 10.
It's a way stronger smell. And then when you eat it, it's like a corn puff, but there's a little bit of this pickle. And then once you kind of have chewed through it a little bit, the pickle just slaps you in the face. It's just like a big pickle, hitting you in the face. And
Once you chew through it a little bit, it slaps you in the
once you
face.
bite it and like the juice of the pickle like squirts in for a second, then it's
How
really good.
how would you know about that, Jeff?
What do you mean?
How do
I
you
eat
know?
lots of pickles all the time. I
Oh,
love eating pickles. Really juicy. Yeah.
Jeff's a pickle connoisseur.
I was about to say that. I was like mid thinking about saying I'm a pickle connoisseur and a carnivore.
well,
Dude, they're honestly not bad. Just kind of a punch at first, but like, it's like corn puff, and then there's the pickle. So I don't know. They're not as good as like the pickle sunflower seeds, but they're still good.
well, on that note of Jeff being a pickle connoisseur, I unfortunately need to get back to my studies. So
Oh, your studies.
I
Well,
will.
thank you for listening to the Left Hand Backhand podcast. We shall let Bentley go. However,
It
we
needs to
can't
do
let
one
him go
thing.
without a final word. So be nice to
Final
your
word from
neighbors.
Ben.
Say hi to somebody that's ringing the Salvation Army bells for Christmas. Just be nice. Say hi. Wave to them. Tell them about our podcast. That'd be cool too. Tell your grandma. Share with her friend. Share with her friend who makes a weird fruit cake. And Bentley. Final word.
Mm, I was not ready for this. Hmm.
Join the club. I never feel ready.
um, if you ever feel that you don't have something you want, try being grateful for one thing you have and see how your mood changes.
That was way too serious. Lefty's out.